What you doing, son?
Nothing. Just chilling. Killing.
I remember being an 8-year-old in the 3rd grade in Miss Cooper's class. I loved playing with my Barbies while watching movies on the VCR, and I love eating pizza cobbler. I also loved going to my many grandmother's houses. I couldn't imagine being an enslaved 8-year-old, away from my mother and my 4 siblings, separated from my father by plantations owned by a different white man, according to the slave narratives. Imagine you're an 8-year-old. You're at your mistress's house, polishing her brass and irons and scrubbing floors, when one day she says to you, "Janie, take this note down to Mr. Wilcox's wholesale store on Bay Street and fetch me back the package the clerk gave you." I took the note to the man. He read it and say, "Uh-huh." Then he turned away and he came back with a little package, which I took back to the missus. She opened it when I bring it and say, "Go upstairs, miss." It was a raw cowhide strap about 2 feet long and started it on me all the way upstairs. I didn't know what she was whipping me for, but she poured it on and poured it on. She said, "You can't say Master Henry, miss. You can't say Master Henry." Yes'm, I can say Master Henry. Master Henry was just a little boy, about 3 or 4 years old, come about halfway up to me. Wanted me to say master to him, a baby. This is Janie's shoes, an 8-year-old, just whooped violently with a rough belt, basically, for not calling another child half her age master. Imagine the shame, the hurt, the humiliation. I couldn't even imagine my worst enemy going through that, especially as a child, not even understanding. I don't want to make any assumptions, but the context of what the information that was provided to us shows that Miss Janie didn't even know what was coming. She thought it was a regular day and she was just going to pick up a package for her mistress, only to come home and then to be set upon so violently. You wouldn't even do that to a puppy, let alone a human child. Just imagine the fear when she was being attacked. Like, what did I do now? Oh my God, what did I do now? And to be beat with a belt like that, it's barbaric. I know some of y'all are gonna be mad at me, but why don't we just beat Mrs. ass? We could beat her ass.
Man, let's jump it.
Viewers, don't even try to hold me back. Don't hold me back.
Sit your ass down, man.
Man, I'm just saying, we could definitely go to Durham, North Carolina and dig this hole up right now if y'all ready. This part of the slave narrative was collected in 1930. Miss Janie was living in Lena, South Carolina at the age of 92. I also want you to keep in mind that the people collecting these interviews were white and also connected to former slave-holding families. So Janie probably wouldn't have felt comfortable telling all of her whole story. Maybe it's things she left out, maybe it's things she chose not to say. We will never know. But she had to have been talking about this story before, because a female relative that was at the house is actually who got her to talk about her experiences as an enslaved child. One more thing that I would love for you to keep in perspective is that Miss Janie referred to the author as Miss. Miss Janie is a 92-year-old woman, and I'm sure that the interviewer wasn't older than her, but she still referred to her as Miss. I wonder if this was because of what she went through as a child, also still living in the South during Reconstruction in Jim Crow era. This narrative actually proves the point that I'm making. Who taught racism in America and upheld it? It wasn't just society and laws like the Jim Crow law. There were actually also, that's still running today, hate groups such as the KKK. The KKK was one hate group. There were multiple, even some we will never know the name, some that we will never know the names of and their actions. But I found so many stories. And also, it's not just the KKK and other terrorist groups that were upholding these laws and social etiquettes. There were also regular people, the people who were like patty rollers, like police back. Patty rollers, which were everyday white men who basically, in my opinion, started that neighborhood watch. That's why we have Whites of today going up to people, asking them if they belong here. That's the origins of the police and the neighborhood watch, in my opinion. But back to the children, because if you want to have something so embedded in the fabric of society, you have to first teach the children, and you have to basically keep teaching them. You're not just socializing your own child to be a white supremacist and on a quote-unquote top of the hierarchy. You're teaching other people's children, like Janie, to be at the bottom and to basically know their place. And what do children do when they're taught things so brutally, or it's beat into them? I don't want to use beat, but it's taught to them in this manner. They usually pass it down. So I'm not blaming little Henry, because he's 3 or 4. He probably doesn't even know what the freak is going on. His mom took it upon herself to teach Miss Janie a hard, unforgettable lesson. But Miss Janie's story is not lost, and I would love to take a moment to give her flowers, and wherever she is, I hope she has found peace. Thank you, Miss Janie, for your beautiful contribution to American history. Thank you so much. There are so many more stories that need light, and so much more history that needs help being shed. So, if you like my perspective, bring that ass back. Thank you so much for staying with me to this point in the video. Remember to always stay dangerous and always protect them babies. Hoochie signing out.